All right, so tonight the Warriors played the Memphis Grizzlies. This was the second matchup of the season, and the Warriors got a nice 113 to 104 victory. Obviously, the Grizzlies took the first matchup earlier in this year, but yeah, Warriors did good tonight. For those of you on the stream, thank you for watching. I watched the whole game through and noticed some things that were good and noticed some things they need to work on. Obviously, turnovers is a problem for the Warriors. Bad passing is an issue, right? Sometimes they look like they're, trying to do too much with the passing, and, Curry does it too, despite tonight having an awesome 46-point game. Sometimes, they make mistakes. Yeah, Curry was amazing. 46 points, hitting threes. I feel like when the pressure is off him for, a record of some sort, he does better, clearly. 46 points, he is just showing that he's an MVP. Caliber player. And Gary Payton was in the starting lineup. It was an interesting starting lineup for the Warriors. Looney, typical. Curry, Draymond, pretty typical there. But you have Gary Payton and Otto Porter, and both of them did good. Gary Payton had a season high for him, 22 points. He played, like the second most minutes on the team, too. He had 33 minutes. Actually third most because Draymond had 34. And Draymond had a good game as well. 3 blocks for him, a lot of them in crunch time as well. But Curry was the main show. 46 points it's hard to top that. But I really respect Gary Payton's defense in this game. Bielitsa was really good off the bench. He had 9 points. He had a lot of 3-pointers. And he got a lot of rebounds as well. In clutch moments as well. He had 7 rebounds, which was the second most on the team behind Otto Porter, who was also grabbing a lot of them. But yeah, this was a tough challenge. Obviously, the Grizzlies beat us last time. They beat us in the play-in game, and their team, last season, and their team really hasn't changed much since then. They got a lot of talent. Dylan Brooks is good. They had a lot of players in double figures. D'Anthony Melton had 20 points for them. They had Jaren Jackson Jr. had 20 points. Desmond Bane had 12 and 21 for John Morant, who's obviously a very talented player. Dylan Brooks had 13, but he was in foul trouble as well, so the Warriors were smart about matchups and whatnot. And they also put Gary Payton matched up against John Morant a couple times, which was, I think, a good matchup because obviously we all know Gary Payton's defense is borderline, if not elite, right? Very good player. Yeah, it was good to see Otto Porter in the starting lineup as well because he's kind of like, he's similar to Draymond in the aspect where he doesn't prioritize shooting, but he prioritizes a lot of, rebounding and assisting, which is something he's really good at. Saw a lot of Chioza tonight, and Moody and Kuminga, the rookies, played as well. Kuminga had 2 3-pointers. He had 6 points total. Moody had 2 points. So, they didn't get much time. But, the Warriors are shorthanded. They don't have Wiggins, Poole, and Lee, who are, 3 of some of the best players on the team. But no, I really respect the effort the Warriors put in tonight in the victory. And this is a big win, right? The schedule, everyone's talking about how tough it is, and this was a big part of it. And I think if any team can take out the Warriors, I think it's the Phoenix Suns, and I think it's the Grizzlies, most importantly. And speaking of the Phoenix Suns, we have them next on Christmas Day. That's our next game. So that is going to be tough. That's in a couple of days, so hopefully they can win it. Still second place because we have the same amount of wins as the Suns, but one more loss than they do. They have one less loss than us. But yeah, Curry was insane tonight. He was really good at penetrating the defense. He got to the foul line a lot. He made the most free throws on the team, obviously, which was great. He's been great at the free throw line, and I know people, think free throws are automatic, but for a guy like him, that's a lot of his points, and it was good to see that. The Warriors were almost 50% on 3-pointers, which was pretty much double, or more than double what the Grizzlies had. They were 8 of 26. We were 19 of 40, right? So that's definitely a huge way of our victory. That's, 60 points. Juan Toscano Anderson was awesome in this game. He was kind of our 6th man. He didn't score that many points. He had 6 points, but he had a lot of good rebounding and a lot of good defense as well. Also some, just borderline, amazing, just highlight dunks, which is great to see. Turnovers, though, is always going to be a problem for this team. 18 turnovers, that's way too many, right? They got to keep it to less than 14, I'd say. And even that's kind of a stretch. But yeah, good one for the Warriors, 113 to 104. Warriors moved to 26 and 6 through 32 games, and the Grizzlies moved to 19 and 4. They're still a good team. I put respect on them, although they, their record isn't as good as us. They're still a good team. So yeah, anyways, guys, let me know your thoughts, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Go Warriors.